Chapter 3: The Islands West of Sumatra. Part 3: Enggano. Introduction. Engano is perhaps the most interesting of all the islands west of Sumatra, since its population is, or rather was, the most primitive of all Malaysians. In 1770, stone axes were still being used in Engano, whereas all other Malaysians had become addicted to use of iron. At this time, however, the people of Engano already had learned the value of iron, and by selling butter with the Malays was exchanging coconuts for all irons. Unfortunately for ethnology, but little is known about the social organization or religion of the Engganese, and with the present practical extermination of this race, the chances of our obtaining knowledge in the future are not favorable. The name Engano is derived from a Portuguese word meaning deceit or disappointment. The Portuguese may in some way have been deceived in discovering the island. They may, for example, have thought that it was Java, or else that it was the gold island for which they were seeking. Engano was the first island which the Dutch navigators discovered June 5th, 1596. The island, however, stands indicated on a map of Asia dating 1593. The Malays do not know the name Enggano and call this island Pulau Telangiang, the island of the naked people. The Engganese call this the large and most the Engganese call the largest and most inhabited island Cebu Chachuhia, the big island, or Ilope, or Elope, the land. Marsden related that the people of Lampong before 1783 believed that Engano was inhabited solely by women, and that these women obtained children from the wind or by eating certain food. It is for this reason, and not because of any scientific proof, that there is, or ever was, a matriarch in Enggano that Modigliani called his book of travels Enggano L'isola del Donne, L'isola delle Donne, the island of women. The island first was visited in 1645 by Dutchmen named Saar. The first scientific account of the natives was obtained in 1854 by Van der Straten and Severin. A year before this scientific expedition, an English ship was stranded on the island and plundered by the natives. Since then, Enggano has been periodically visited by Dutch officials, and it is under the rule of the Dutch in West Sumatra. The Engganese formerly were hostile to all outsiders, and when a ship was stranded on the shores, they blew on a triton shell trumpets to summon the people to plunder. Later, when they became accustomed to trade with foreigners, they brought their wives and daughters down to the ships and to earn money from the sailors. Such a custom would have been unthinkable among the Niha or natives of Mentawei. The people live in villages called kaudaras, which are built along rivers or on the shore. Almost all the villages are surrounded by fortifications of tree trunks about 5 feet or in height. This served to keep wild pigs out of the settlements. Communication between villages takes place along footpaths through the jungle or along the beach. There are no monkeys on the island. A wild pig and seaweed cats are the only game hunted. The people keep dogs and cats in the towns, but the latter certainly are not native. Grass cultivation is, of course, lacking, and even the sugarcane is of recent importation. Unlike among the Mentawaians, however, pottery appears indigenous and is of Neolithic type with crossing lines. It is used in cooking. The people have cut double or giga canoes. The main weapon of the natives is the spear and not the bow and arrow.